Okay, here's a question to ask yourself. What is more important to you, saving as much as possible for retirement or really, truly enjoying life as much as possible right now? A woman wrote into the Washington Post columnist saying she and her husband really can't agree on this. So, what is the right balance between saving and actually indulging in life? And has the pandemic changed your perspective on this at all?
Well, Maria wrote us on Facebook and she said, "We are definitely saving for retirement. Pandemic or not, we have to think of our future. Having said that, we still should enjoy our lives. What is the point of working hard all your life if you don't enjoy the benefits?" And Maria, yeah, that's the rub. Like, how do you find that balance? And for me, my mom has worked really hard all of her life to have savings because her biggest fear is that my brother and I will be sort of responsible for her down the road. So she takes a great deal of pride in that. And I'm so proud of her too. But there's also part of me that wishes that she would splurge on herself. You know what I mean? Like treat herself, whether it's a small trip or redoing her bedroom. But like her idea of treating herself is, and I kid you not, it just happened on Saturday when I visited her. She splurged on laundry detergent pods instead of buying the no-name big jug of detergent. And she felt like a queen. She felt so good about this. And I want to see her more.
So sweet.
Live more, quite frankly. Live bigger
Oh.
than just a laundry detergent pod. But not as much as me. I've been trying to save you guys. But somehow just this, I got my Visa bill and I haven't bought anything, or I didn't think I purchased anything. And then you know what? Like expensive bottles of wine and $15 chunks of cheeses, they add up.
Yep.
It's true. I will say
This is true.
at the beginning of this pandemic, working from home, trying to juggle everything together, all I was thinking of was early retirement. I literally called my financial advisor. I was like, what do I need to do in order to put myself in a position to retire like ASAP? I wanted out. I
Yeah.
was in a kind of a dark place, but now oddly, I've done a bit of a reversal. I guess I've kind of got a handle on this to some degree. And now I'm fantasizing about kind of like a cottage life, like some kind of alternative reality that I can escape to, and trying to figure out how can I have like an eco-friendly home that I could go to on the weekends and summer times and then maybe retire in. So I'm trying to make that dream a reality right now. So I have to figure out how much I need to save, and I need to actually oddly work harder to get there.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? It's funny because the pandemic has changed it all for a lot of people. I mean, sadly, a lot of people have been hit hard. And if they didn't have savings before or they had a little bit, they might be gone. And so there's a real portion of our society that is really struggling right now. And so I want to be definitely mindful of that. But I actually checked in with chief financial correspondent for CTV, that is Patty Levitt-Reed. And I said, Patty, what do we do? Do we spend or do we save? And she said, if you can spend, spend. She said, of course, you're going to do the right things. Everyone's thinking now emergency planning, a slush fund, all the things. We don't know what the second wave might look like. So you got to be responsible. But on the flip side, if you do have that money or you're not spending it on traveling, you're not spending it on commuting costs, etc., she's like, you actually need to spend if you can spend. Going back to our topic, the last segment, we have to keep the economy going. Oh, wait, and there's the added bonus of a little bit of a lift for you to get some joy in an otherwise dark time. So if you have it, use it, spend it.
The last 6 months for us, for me and Yasik, have been, well, especially like the last few days, we just happened to have like a life insurance conversation because our life insurance had to be renewed. And so we had to have, you guys know me, I hate talking about like boring administrative money, finance stuff. So we had to have this talk and make this decision about what kind of life insurance plan we wanted. And I was never someone who was like conservative in that way, but all of a sudden the pandemic has made me so, I don't know, like alarmist, I guess, where I said to him, I was like, increase the life insurance policy. And in my mind, all I could think about was if something happens to me, I want him to be taken care of. Like I want him to get the big, settlement or whatever you call it. And so that he'll be okay. And then the rest of the time we've been aggressively for the last 6 months putting away and like trying to reduce our mortgage so that it'll be negligible in a little while. And I don't really have any other spending goals right now during the pandemic, at least not until a vaccine is found. But I do want to say that once there's a vaccine, look out. I am going buck wild. I mean, buck wild. I will not. I think I'm going to take a 6 months to a year off of work. I'm going to go everywhere. I told you guys already. I'm going to South Korea.
I know what she's going to.
I'm going to South Korea and I'm going to buy a new face.
No,
so
okay, calm down. I know what you're going to do also because we know you.
Then I'm going shopping, everything. Buck wild.